Hey, my name's David, and this is another episode of Backroads, where I walk the city streets of Toronto, the suburbs, and drive pretty much everywhere. I'm at Centerpoint Mall today, and this video is going to talk about this mall, because this mall is about to go and undergo a change like it's never seen before. This mall is going to be this whole property, all the way down to the Canadian Tire down there, across the back, all the way down to those apartments, and all the way back to the corner. It's all going to be redone and turned into a huge condo development. Things are about to change. There's a lot happening. So I thought that I would get into this mall, take a look before it all changed. I've got some memories in this mall. When I was a kid, I saw my very first movie at this mall. Way back, I think I was 12 years old. And I took public transit to go to this mall. There was no cell phone. There was nothing like that. There was just a dude with his friend going to go see a movie. Back then, none of that existed. Just this mall, apartment buildings. And this place was called Town and Country. It was built in the 60s. I think it was 64. And it's gone through some changes over the years. It used to be a great mall. But this mall has been also dying a slow death over the years. And there's a number of reasons for it. Well, Amazon is one. But there's a lot of malls all within a vicinity fairly close. And so, with things changing over the years in the mall space and retail, things have changed to a point where a lot of these places aren't necessarily viable. They've just undergone so much change in the retail space. And so anyways, we're gonna go take a look at the mall before it's no longer a mall. A little bit of an odd shaped T-junction, but Canadian Tire, Hudson Bay, No Frills, Canadian Computers and Electronics. I think that's one of the biggest computer electronics in Canada. I think it's owned by a Canadian company as well. And this place has changed so many times. So many different restaurant stores. That's cool. There used to be a movie theater in here as well. I don't know if the movie theater is still here, but we'll take a look. Shoppers Drug Mart. There's so many of those around. This is where the food court is. A lot's been changed over the years. Canadian Tire, Dollarama, Tim Hortons. There used to be a movie theater down here, but I think it's gone. I don't think it's here anymore. This is, yeah, it's gone. Long gone. I think this dollar store is what it once was. Wow. Looks totally different over all these years. My goodness. Wendy's down here. Some of the stores are no longer what I remember. But this place, I think they've got over 2,000 parking spots. There's 635,000 square feet of mall space, of retail space. I mean, the no-frills is pretty big. It used to be a Miracle Mart as well. We're here now. I guess we'll go down here. I don't really recognize any of these stores. Everything's so different now. I think when you don't have like a movie theater in a mall as an anchor, you know, that's kind of a hard pill to swallow, so to speak. Not that you need to have one in there for it to be successful, because I mean, there's all kinds that don't, that are very successful. But I mean, there's one down at Fairview Mall. Hudson Bay, which used to be owned, or Canadian owned, I should say, is no longer Canadian owned. It's owned by a US company. And I don't know how viable these stores are either. So much has changed with regards to people's buying habits. You know what? This is a mall that needs to be redeveloped. I can understand why they're doing it, because I think there's better uses for this place. And considering that the Promenade Mall is literally just down the road, which was built, I think, 24 years after this one was built. We're gonna go take a look at that one next. But yeah, this is I don't know, just not very, I don't know, it just feels very discounty. Feels like a flea market, to be quite honest. I know, it's just not what I remember. But redeveloping this would be great. I don't see how it could stay like this. I'm sure these places make money, but again, how do you pay your rent? Because places in here are so expensive. I feel like this is another negative video. I'm a very positive guy. I'm always looking for the silver lining in things. I guess the silver lining of this is the fact that this place needs to be redeveloped, which it is, which is a good thing. I believe there's going to be a retail component to it as well, which would be great. Again, demographics have changed vastly in this area over the years. Wow, apparently people are having a little bit of a racist conversation. My goodness. Can we just all get along? Look at that, sunshine. This is great. I love it when it's sunny. Well, thanks for joining along on my journey through Centerpoint Mall, located at Yonge and Steeles, in the north end of the city. A little bit of a different video, a little bit of a different vibe. Nonetheless, this place is going to be changing, and I think it's for the best, because that place, I don't know how they're doing what they're doing, but clearly it's not doing as well as I've seen it in the past. Anyways, my name has been David, and this has been another episode of Backroads.